Today, we are going to be talking about one of the most important elements in your business. Hands up if people buy from you. Hands up if you have people on your team. Hands up if you've got people all around you that you rely on in order to deliver and do what it is that you do. People are one of the most valuable assets of your company, and yet we often forget to love on them. So if you're in the people business, then you are going to want to stay exactly where you are, because I am talking all about how to love on the people in your business. If you and I haven't met yet, my name is Shelagh Cummins, and I'm the CEO and founder of The Road to Seven. We provide financing, coaching, and training for women entrepreneurs that are well on their road to seven figures and beyond. We love to work with women who are, I guess the best way to say it is, who are hungry, who are ready to have an impact, ready to take the action that's needed in order for them to get the results that they really, truly want. And I fully, down to my core, believe that you are in the people business. And when you can love on the people that are around you, your business can thrive. So today we're talking about 3 different groups of people who you want to be really focused on and loving. It is Valentine's Day today. You're either gonna love or hate Valentine's Day. There doesn't seem to be anybody who's in the middle. So if you love it, happy Valentine's Day. I hope that you are well appreciated and loved. If you are like, heck no to the Valentine's Day, then happy Tuesday. It's as simple as that. The very first person who is literally the linchpin when it comes to the success of your business is you. You have so many reasons to celebrate: the clients that you're serving, the revenue you're making, the impact you're having, how you're running your company, the growth you've experienced, the evolution that's happened as your business and your company gets stronger and bigger. And yet very few women ever that I come in contact with are ready to celebrate the successes, because they are in such a state of survival. They're exhausted. They're overwhelmed. They have so much going on, they're not sure where to focus. They've hit a glass ceiling because they cannot see their way out of the place that they're in, because they're always doing and doing and doing and doing. Why is that? How is it that we are tolerating being in this place of survival when you showing up in your place of peak performance and bringing your A game is most likely going to be that place that's going to change from where you are to where you want to go? You are the main ticket to your success. And so how come you're not loving on yourself? Well, I think a lot of what I see is because people are tolerating. They are tolerating not having enough revenue. They are tolerating not working with the amazing clients who bring them joy. They're tolerating putting in proposals and doing work that they're kind of sick and tired of doing. They've already been doing it, and they're afraid to take that step to do something a little bit different for whatever reason. And I'm curious, if you're tolerating something in your business, what it is. Can you pinpoint it? And can you figure out why you're choosing to tolerate it? Because if you can solve that piece, then we can start figuring out how to shift it so that you can take some different action. But if you are not loving on yourself and trusting that you can handle any ups or downs that come your way, you are going to stay exactly where you are today. And it's hard to grow and evolve and build up a company when you don't actually know how or what to do. And we don't know how or what to do because we either don't think it's possible to fix, or we don't believe that we can do it. There is no reason why I should be standing in front of you right now. 14 years ago, I had no business stepping into this sphere of coaching and training and now financing women entrepreneurs. I'd been a classroom teacher for 13 years. I knew how to educate kids really well. But what I didn't know in that moment is that one of my core gifts is educating. and learning and then educating about and teaching about what I've learned. And then when I experience something and then teach about the results that I got, that's where the magic starts happening. I didn't know that it was possible to do something other than classroom teaching until I tried it. No, it hasn't always been smooth. No, everything hasn't always worked. In fact, there's lots of stuff that hasn't worked. There's many times I've fallen flat on my face. There's many times where things, I've done a big launch, had this beautiful show, and nothing came of it. But that's okay, because I trust that whatever comes, when I take the action to get it, if it's not the results that I think it's going to get, I'm getting the results that I need in order to get me to that next level. It just might not be on the path that I want it or think that it's going to take. It also might not be it might not be on the timeline that I think that I should be on in order to get the results. And it's amazing, because if I think back even 3 months ago, I might be off on the timeline of things. But when I look back at what I have achieved in the last 13 years, I'm right where I need to be. A company that more than supports my financial obligations to my family, a company that gives me the flexibility and time that I've been craving so that I can still be a primary caregiver at home while also running a really fast growing company. I've built this basically, I've basically built the impossible, really, but I did it because I believed in just that one next step. I didn't want to tolerate being in the classroom anymore because I knew I had lost my passion. And so I took that one extra step in order to get me closer to whatever that new thing was. And when you understand the story behind what you're tolerating or what's not working for you, and you can make that shift to enabling you or allowing yourself to see the bigger vision of what's possible for you, and you keep taking that action, the empowered action, which is oftentimes messy. Oftentimes it's not the right moves. Oftentimes it doesn't get a result. But when you can be patient and stay in action with that clear focus on what that end goal is, you will get there. Because do you know what I know about women? We are resourceful beyond anything that we know. We are stronger than we know. We have ways of figuring things out and working around whatever obstacles in our way, because that's part of what makes us such unique creatures. And along the way, we believe that's what possible is just behind that next step. So when you love on yourself and trust yourself and believe that what you want is possible, then you are going to see a massive shift in your company. The second place where we really need to love on the people in our business is on the team members. Your team may look really different. Everybody's team is going to be unique to them. That's one of the things about running a small business. We hire who we need in order to achieve what we want to achieve. But actually, that's often where we fall short. We don't hire what we need. We hire what we think we can afford. And so when you go out and you hire someone because they're cheap, what you're not seeing is that it's costing you time and energy and money in the long run. And so when you can make that strategic decision and ask yourself, what is that key role or that pivotal role that's going to have a massive impact on my company growth? How much is it going to cost? And how can I figure out with my budget and my pricing to be able to afford that hire? It's scary to hire, but we don't trust that we'll be able to pay for them. And we don't make the strategic hires that are going to be generating revenue for us. We always want to hire something small and easy because it feels good. Your business is going to be 10 times stronger when you surround yourself with amazing people. And for those of you that have teams, you are not loving on your team when you are micromanaging them. There, I said it. I'm sorry, I'm calling you out. If you have people around you that have been hired to do very specific outputs in your business, and you do not let them do it, and you do not set them up for success by clearly communicating what you want, making sure they have the capacity to deliver, and making sure they hold the competency to be able to do what it is that you do, then you are going to find that you are paying a lot of money to have a companion, and you're still going to be working the same number of hours. One of the biggest gifts that you can give to your team member is to give them full autonomy over one aspect of your business, whatever it is that they're in charge of. And you don't tell them how to do it. You work with them to develop a process that works for both of you to achieve the end result. And you put that data in place and you say, this is what I want to see the results of your work be. Do you think this is possible? And they'll say yes or no. And they may give some different quantifiables or measurables of how to indicate whether they are doing their job. And then you just watch. You let them fail. You let them sometimes make a mistake so they can do better next time. You let them figure out how to become responsible for that one output that you've hired them for. If you have a digital marketing team or you hire someone to do your digital marketing and your follower count's not growing or your new communities aren't expanding, excuse me, or you don't have new people jumping on your calendar, then it's possible that they're not delivering. And so you need to shift and change the process that you use or the tactics and the strategies, but you don't have to be the one to give the strategy. You've hired them to bring the strategy to your company. So let them do their work. You're not loving on your team if you don't let them do the work in a way that gets the results. I'm just going to have a drink of water because I have a cough today talking about self-care. That is called a real life live video. The third group that we need to be loving on is your community. Oh, friends, I see so many of you trying to love on people who don't even know that you exist yet. And you're forgetting to pay attention, to listen, to see, to hear, and to connect with the people that are already around you. You're forgetting about your current and past clients while you're so focused on attracting and courting new business. When you can love on the people that are around you, you create an emotional connection with them. And we all think that people buy what it is that we sell. And oftentimes, sometimes that's correct. But what they're also buying is how they feel during that experience. And so when you can create and make an emotional connection with the people that are buying from you, and you take the time to build the relationship with them by talking back and forth online or sharing content that you know will be of value, responding to the messages that they send, if they comment or like, thanking them, connecting with them, opening conversations. If you don't take the time to acknowledge and make them feel special, they're going to go somewhere else. You don't have to kill yourself to make this happen. This is just you seeing the people that are around you and taking care of them. Give your people something to talk about. Give them something to share with their network. People don't talk about meh or boring or the same old, same old. They talk about new, innovative things that are, challenging them, or maybe it's an idea or a thought that they never thought of before. Those are the things that people share. And so when you're putting out canned content that is just randomly generated and is not designed for your community, you are not loving on your people. You are simply trying to tick off the post something on Instagram today. That bucket doesn't need to be ticked. What we want is to build relationship and love on the community that you already have, and invite new people to join your community and help them feel really special. Word of mouth marketing is one of the most powerful tools that you have. People will share their experiences. Well, actually, they'll share it when it's been positive and negative. What we want is to give them the positive to be sharing. When I talk about you being in the results business, this is exactly what I'm talking about. If you hire someone to increase your revenue over 6 figures and you lose money instead of earn more money, then guess what's going to happen? You're not going to refer them. So when you are a results-oriented business and you stand behind the value that you bring, and you focus on getting results for your clients and the process that's involved to do that efficiently and effectively, people are going to talk about the results that they've achieved. If you're a weight loss coach and nobody on your program loses weight, people are not going to be sharing about you. If you are a weight loss coach and 60% of the people in your group or community have lost weight, and you're giving incredible experiences and helping with breakthroughs, and it's more than just recipes and bringing in experts, people talk about that experience. That's word of mouth marketing. And that is because you are loving on your community and the people around you. So when you love on you first and foremost, and you love on your team members and enable them and encourage them and inspire them to be the best version of themselves and to get the best results for your company, and you reward and you acknowledge and you celebrate them, they feel this loyalty to you and they love being a part of your company, they're not going to go anywhere. When you love on your community that's around you and invite continually new people to bring them in and share incredible value and share incredible experiences, give your clients something to talk about. Those three elements are single-handedly going to help you grow your business. I hope that you love on at least one thing in your business today, at least one person. And if it's not anybody else, love on yourself. How about you just stop and give yourself a high five and a pat on the back for all of the incredible things that you have accomplished? I know you might not be where you want. I know you might not have the revenue yet that you're looking for. I know you still got projects that are in the works, but just stop for a second and look at what you have done instead of what you have not yet done. Celebrate you first and foremost. Thanks for tuning in today. I will talk to you next week. I'm going to be talking about how to get your business ready so you can access capital. I will talk to you very soon.